Alrighty, good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Updegraff. Hopefully you guys are having an excellent Friday so far, and hopefully your week went well also. So I just wanted to sneak in the house real quick and give you guys a quick little update on what we've been up to essentially in the house. I'll also kind of do a little quick grand tour or 360 through the house just to get kind of everything on video. And I actually like to use this specific video right here as a reference video a lot of times, just in case there is something that we need to verify after sheetrock goes up, or if we just have a question about where a wire might be. This is an excellent reference tool for myself, and obviously you guys as homeowners also, if you guys consider doing something custom wise down the road. So I'm essentially going to try to hit every little wall and every room for sure that I can hit, just so we know kind of where everything is at rough in. So obviously that does tell us that rough in is essentially complete. So we've got all the above ground utilities in at this point in time, and we are really close to being ready for that rough in inspection that I was telling you about. If you remember back at the build quality introduction, we talked about the build quality experience. We're essentially going to be ready for phase 4, and that is that rough in inspection. So essentially we're just kind of tying up some loose ends real quick before we call that inspection in for early next week. And then after that inspection, as you already know, we have your build quality orientation scheduled for next week also. So we're going to get you guys out here to the home site. We're going to walk through the entire house, just kind of confirm that all of our structural options that you purchased are inside the home at that point in time. There's a lot of different things that we talk about. It's going to be about a 1 to 2 hour meeting, typically, depending on how many questions you guys do or do not have. But essentially, yeah, it's just kind of a good opportunity to get you guys inside the house and show you what we've been working on. So I'm going to go ahead and start out here in the garage, just to kind of give us a quick little video of what we got in here. This right wall here, this is what I call the utility wall. You guys have a lot of stuff going on here, so it's always good to know what those utilities are looking like behind the sheetrock. This is the garage to house wall on the left side there, over by the front door. Got the exterior doors ready to go for install also. They're going to be installing those maybe today. If not today, they will go in on Monday. This will be the laundry room here. I'm thinking once all the rough ends get completed, I will probably schedule the house to get a quick little cleanup, get some cleaners in here, sweep the house out, clean out all the garbage and whatnot. Sometimes I end up just doing it myself. Something I always like to use this video for, again, it's just a reference video. A lot of times when we're getting these canopy hoods here, the stainless steel canopy hoods actually require blocking right there, and it's really good to be able to verify that is there. If it's later on in the build when we've got tile installed, it's always good just to be able to confirm that they do have blocking back there so they can actually hang that canopy hood. But you guys actually don't have to worry about that. We got the direct vent assembly ready to go there, and you guys actually selected that wood hood option, so we do not have to have blocking behind there for that. So I got no issue with that install there. Take you into the great room here. Sometimes the sheetrockers like to cover up outlets with sheetrock, so this is again a good reference tool for myself just to confirm that the outlet was actually installed and it was just covered with sheetrock. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll actually go through, I'll probably do it here in the next couple of days, and I go through and mark with a little pink line where every single one of my outlets are on the concrete here. So if one does get covered up, I know exactly where to put the hole to uncover the specific outlet. So a lot of little tricks I like to use just to make things easier on myself. Got the fireplace here. I'm guessing our rough-in inspection is probably going to be about Wednesday time frame next week. We got a couple of different things that we got to get accomplished before we actually get into rough-in inspection. We got to get the house foamed, and we got to get the house pressurized. So again, We talked about the underground plumbing being tested at slab prep stage just to make sure that there was no leaks in the underground plumbing. And then we got to test the above ground stuff. So we'll pressurize the above ground plumbing lines, and then we'll also pressurize the underground plumbing one more time. And we'll leave that on pressure, so when the inspector comes in to inspect the house, that's something that he's actually going to verify again. So all right, you got the walk-in closet here. We got the super shower there. All right, that's a pretty good sweep of the first floor here. Take you guys on upstairs. This would be the powder room, right when we walk in the front door there. All right, you guys also did select the wood ballast option, and I promise this is not what we consider the wood ballast. This is actually just safety rails to make sure people don't fall off the little overhang here. We won't install that wood ballast until we get further along in the build. After sheetrock goes up, when we start trim, that's usually about the time frame that that wood ballast goes in. Standing in bedroom 4 right now. This is probably my favorite bedroom out of all of them. It's probably the biggest bedroom, and there's just a ton of natural light that comes in through those 3 windows. I'm a huge fan of this bedroom. Of course, staring across over there at the walk-in closet that you'll have there. And then you got the guest bath. This is what we call the DWV right here. This is how we test that underground plumbing again. So the inspector will come in and he'll open up that valve just to make sure that there's still pressure on the lines there. And that's how we do the second test of your underground plumbing. The above ground stuff, we actually test that from a gauge in the laundry room. Looks like we still have to get CPI out here to install your low voltage. So I've marked where all of the low voltage options are going to be placed. So those are ready to go for him when he comes to do his install. Again, that should be Monday or Tuesday next week. Got bedroom 2 and 3 over here, split by the Jack and Jill bathroom. One of the little items I always like to look for, this little guy right here, that needs to be spray foam. Something like that will actually cause me to fail a rough-in inspection. We want to make sure that we have all those first to second floor penetrations foamed. They still have to come in and foam the house, so they might catch it and I might not have to foam it myself, but something like that is the type of stuff that I'm looking for to make sure that we're setting ourselves up for success when we come in to get the rough-in inspection done. Those are usually the type of little things that we fail a rough-in inspection for. Again, I'd rather have them find something than nothing. So we usually don't lose a lot of time, though, trying to get through rough-in inspections. It's usually they'll come out and inspect it, find a couple things, we'll fix them the next day, and then have it called back in for inspection within 2 days. So. All right, well, that's kind of a sneak preview of the house here. Like I said, this is going to be an excellent reference video for you guys. We pretty much hit just about every wall in the house, so you can kind of see where all the plumbing, all your electrical, and all your HVAC is ran. So it's a very, very good tool for you guys as homeowners to use later on down the road, so definitely save this one. And that is pretty much all I've got for you this week. Like I said, next week we're looking at getting the rest of the rough-in items kind of completed Monday and Tuesday. Hopefully be set up for Wednesday rough-in inspection. So as always, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, call, text, shoot me an email, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week.